Hey everybody, welcome back to the Armed Scotsman. Today on the table we have a PSA Sabre AR-10. Let's get this one going. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the Sabre AR-10 from PSA. There is a bunch of different models out there with different furniture and things like that. However, this is the one Sabre. This is a 308 with the B5 Systems furniture. So we'll start at the back. These are my favorite stocks on the market. Personally, these are this and the LMT. I mean, they're duplicate, they're same thing, but these are the B5 SOP mod stocks. They're really good. Has a nice little butt pad at the back here, nice little rubberized. You do have this wider cheek weld right here, so you can get really nice and comfortable on it. Has your OG sling attachments and a QD sling attachment right here. Adjusting it in the inside here, there's actually two tubes that go along here, and you just turn that and pull that out, so you can store batteries and whatever else you may need in there. I run these on my other guns, and I run little the little 1 to 3 batteries, whatever they're called, for your lights and things like that. I tend to keep them in there, very handy for your lights, or if you're on EOTech or something like that. Locks into place really well, very little to no play in there, really nice stock, big fan. So moving down to the buffer tube, they do refer to this as a Sabre buffer tube. Not sure what the differences are. Looks really good though, so I have no problems with that. The staking on the castle nut is staked in 2 places, and the staking, PSA has been killing their staking recently. For me, it's showing that the quality control is a lot better from a few years ago. So double staked and excellent staking, very nice. Okay, now as I said, moving along, upper and lower receiver. This is the billet version, so it's not the forged, it's the billet version, which comes with one extra feature over the forge, which I'll go over that in a second. So that is 7075 billet upper and lower receiver. On the top right here, you do have a radian charging handle, ambidextrous. It is kind of got the PSA logo on there too, but it is a radian charging handle, excellent charging handle. Now Sabre, as I said, their line is known for coming with tons of upgrades right out of the box, so I do like that. It's a really nice upgrade, very nice to have that on there. That was loud. Okay, so moving to the upper, you just got your standard brass deflector, your dust cover. Moving down, you have radian safety. This is an ambi safety. So you get the longer one on your left side and that shorter one right there. Again, really nice. You can have these at 90 or 45 degrees. This one's set at the 90. You can put a little like a little pin or whatever, press the detent, slide this off, take it apart and then switch it so it goes to the 45, so it will go like there, which is really cool. That's really nice. But as I say, it's coming set at 90-degree angle. So moving along, you do have an ambi bolt catch right here, bolt release, excuse me, right here. So unfortunately, it's really nice with charging handles. You can pull back and press and it locks. I'm not saying it does that. It does, however, release. So you're going to pull back, or on an empty run or whatever, lock back. Instead of having to use your left hand to manipulate this bolt release, you can actually use your index finger. I have medium-sized hands. I can easily push that button and it will go forward. Very nice, got some nice texturing on there. It's just a nice feature to have. Moving down, now that was the extra feature, I'm sorry, that was the extra feature on the billet that the forged version does not have, so it does have that. Then you have your mag release right there. Moving to the trigger, this is what they call their Sabre 2-stage trigger. It's definitely better than a mil-spec. You've got just a tiny little bit of take up and you're at the wall, so it's probably 2 pounds. And that's got to be another, it can't be more than 2-3 pounds on the second stage. It's a light trigger. It feels pretty good, it feels pretty decent. It's not gonna be like a Geisley trigger, but it's certainly a nice step up for something like a mil-spec trigger, so not too shabby at all. You have the B5 grip right here. Now you'll notice this is more of a straight down grip. I kind of like that. So yeah, not too shabby. It's just plastic. It's got some texturing pretty much all the way around. There's no texture on the back there, and it doesn't have a storage compartment there. It does have an enhanced trigger guard. This is all one piece, so this is actually part of your lower receiver, and it has been enhanced, as you can see down here. Does come with a PMAG, 20 round PMAG if your state allows it. So yeah, very nice. And it does have a slightly flared out mag well as well. Then also your takedown pins, these are actually upgraded. I'm going to roll the name into the bottom because I can't remember off the top of my head what they're called, but they do have upgraded takedown pins also. So let's move up to the top. You do have a 1913 pick reel. It doesn't go all the way along. It does come up to here and stop, and it's kind of cut out. And it has a little bit of Picatinny reel at the top right here for like an iron sight or something like that. A lot of times companies will do this is to lighten the handguard up. And you can see, even though it doesn't have a pick reel, it's also cut out on the top here and on the sides, and that's obviously all the way around. So it's really to really lighten that handguard up and help the heat disperse. So yeah, it's very cool. Now the really cool thing also with this handguard I like is it's got anti-rotation tabs on either side, right on here, so the handguard doesn't rotate on you if you've got a sight, a backup sight, a laser, I don't know, whatever you've got up here. This handguard is not going to rotate and throw your point of impact off. It's also secured by a screw right here, so very cool. On either side here you do have QD sling attachments, and then as I say you have the rail. They've got these, it's kind of got these textured panels built in right here on either side, so when you're gripping it, it's not smooth. It does have that texture, so you can get a grip of it, which is kind of nice. I do like that also. I think it's the first time I've seen that on a PSA rifle. M-LOK slots, you do have some right here, and obviously on the bottom it's the whole length, and again you have a little bit here and here on either side, so there's a lot of room to attach whatever you need. If you need to put a bipod on here, a light, or whatever you need, you can add that just fine. Below the handguard we have a mid-length gas system, and then we have the barrel. The barrel almost looks like it's stainless steel, but it is not. It's bead blast finished. It's 416R steel, if I remember correct off the top of my head. It is a 1 in 10 twist, and then on the end here we have a PSA Sabre flash hider. Now it's also designed, there's the 3 prongs, and they're not the same length, and that's to help so it doesn't ring. Now I don't always, maybe it's just me because I'm wearing my hearing protection, things like that, I don't ever really hear the ringing of these 3-prong muzzle devices anyway, but it does have that on there. And it is an 18-inch barrel with a 16-inch handguard. Okay, one of the other things I like to do is I always like to just take out the bolt carrier grip, have a look at it and see what it is like. Make sure your staking's in place and so on. I'm just going to drop everything. So there is your radiant charging handle, and then we have this hard chrome finish bolt carrier grip, and then you have upgraded screws in here also for your torque keys. The staking looks fantastic. Again, as I say, PSA has been really paying attention to their detail, in my opinion, especially with their staking. Very nice. Excellent staking. Everything looks really good. It's Mark 308 MPI tested, so everything looks great. All right, let's talk about shooting the gun. Now, when you've probably seen this in the video, me shooting, I have an EOTech combo on there with a 5X magnifier. It is not what I recommend for this gun. I do recommend obviously putting a better scope on there for its purpose. I mean, the EOTech combo is great, but not for this gun. However, it's all I had to hand for magnification, so that's what I used for 100 yard zero. I'm about probably 100, 125 rounds through it. I only used some federal ammunition, really great, 175, 177 grain, I can't remember which one it is, but really great ammo. And then the results at 100 yards for my grouping is this one right here, and you can see that is easily sub MOA, if not half MOA at 100 yards with a 5X magnifier and my EOTech. Very impressive. So obviously this gun is very accurate, and again, just from my basic testing, it definitely shown to be accurate right out of the box. Things that I didn't like about it, I really couldn't find anything at this point that I was like, I don't like that. Or you know, everything worked great, everything functioned great, the controls are great, upgrades are really nice. So nothing jumped out of the box, nothing jumped right out at me that I was like, oh, I don't like that. Things that I do like, obviously all the upgrades are super nice right out of the box, very accurate, the furniture is great, the accuracy was really good. So overall, it's another great rifle in my opinion from PSA. This Sabre line has been really, really good. I've really enjoyed reviewing a bunch of these different Sabre guns. They've been really, really good and excellent value for money. I mean, this is a solid AR-10, and it coming in at, I think it was like $1,299, something like that. So $1,300 for this version in my hand, and I definitely, for the money, for what you're getting, it's well worth the money. Lifetime warranty, all that kind of fun jazz. So very cool gun. I'm definitely impressed so far. So yeah, all right, folks, that is it from me. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask them below. I'm happy to help out wherever I can. And that's it. Until next time, I'll catch you later.